Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Futures of Wall Street. And in today's video, you're going to get a sneak peek at our brand new backtesting software. And guys, I tell you, this thing is awesome. So stay right there.
All right, let's go over what we're looking at here. All right, so since we opened a trading room a while back, we've always been wanting to get in a direction where we can actually see the setups on a strategy that that actually can show the setups in real time for you guys and gals, that automatically pops an arrow, stop, trail, target one, target two, etc. So what I've done is I've built a strategy that that is going to be with all that's going to go out to all the traders that actually lease the program with our current program that we have now. And there's no extra fee for this. It's just going to be able to show you where the possible retracements are. Now, you can, the settings that I have built in, you can play with the settings as much as you want. So I'm going to show you what I like to do, and I'd like to show in the room on the methodology. But I've added a lot of bells and whistles to this, so you can really make your own strategy based upon any time frame you want to use. This works on all markets, all time frames, and because some traders will have different risk tolerances than other traders, and some traders will trade off larger time frames, and some traders will want to scalp the market more or less and trade off smaller time frames. So what I'm going to go over tonight is just the basics, what we show in the room, and what traders have been trading off of with our software. And let's get right to this. So the first step of doing this, we're going to get this out to everybody that leases the program. There's no extra fee, and you can run the strategy on your own PC based upon the parameters that you put in. You can back test it all you want based upon what time frame that you want to look at implementing. Secondly, what we're going to do down the road is, once you get familiar with the strategy, we're going to allow you to turn this on into live accounts once you are familiar with it and traders have found out how to implement the program. So some traders that actually love the program and are doing well with it, and they want to go to the next level, then that's something we're going to do also down the road for you. So the first step is we're going to get this out to you. Hey, Cameron, we're going to get this out to you and let you play with it. And you can, it will not trade live trades for you. We have disabled it. We disabled the program, so it will not trade live till you get familiar with a system like this. And then it's more used for back testing, watching it trade and sim, seeing where the retracements are, trying to find, trying to find your exact settings that you want. And then if you guys are willing to take the next step, then we will offer that to those at a lease per month with the program out to those that have did their due diligence with the program. Okay, so that's the first step. First step, we're going to get this out to you, let you play with it. We disabled all live trades off of it. We don't want people just going in here and just trading like crazy with it. We want you to get familiar with it and how it works. Let's first of all, that being said, let's first of all go over the system, what we do in the room currently. What I've done is, over the years, the problem that we were having as traders of any system over the years and years and years of trading any type of market is, when is the best time to pull the trigger? I mean, that is the hardest part about trading, is when do you pull the trigger, and when is your most optimal setup to put your money at risk on the most highest probability trade. And what I came up with is, since these are electronically traded markets, I wanted to come up with something that shows when the actual speed is coming in the market, because trading involves volatility. And if you don't have volatility in trading, yes, you can trade the trading range with market profile back and forth in a flat day, but if there's no really speed backing your trade, if you enter a long position and it's not moving up, it's just flatlining, you're putting yourself at major risk. If you are in a short position and the position is just flatlining for 10, 15, 20 bars, you're putting your capital at risk again unnecessarily. So since these are all electronically traded markets and they leave their footprint of when the algorithms out there, all the programs, the high frequency traders, the professional traders, amateur traders, more or less the algorithms that control this market, because a lot of it is computer-based trading. A lot of computers control the market now. They're buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So what I've designed is a trend box, and this trend box is very, very unique. In the past, I had, Fibonacci retracements, and then with my dots, and then a few other things. We looked at divergence and a few other things, and those were nice and cool and everything, but did it really show you when the market's going to pick up some momentum? No, it did not. So when I started working with market delta a lot and market profile in general, and I started playing with them together, I came up with the trend box. And the trend box is very unique because it will show you when potentially speed is coming in the market, and that's when we need to participate. So let's go over this right now, and this is a 9 Simrenko bar. It's a 9 Simrenko bar here, 9 Simrenko bar. We have our own unique Renko bar that has a trend filter built into it already. So when these bars turn red or green, it shows you a buy imbalance or sell imbalance, meaning buyers versus sellers. And then over here, we have a 9 Simrenko on the new algo that I'm getting out to all you guys. So this is the same time frame on the S&P 500. This is S&P 500 we're looking at, same time frame. You got a 9 Simrenko over here, and I'll show you shorter time frames in a second. And here's a 9 Simrenko over here. Okay, so that being said, they're equal, they're the same. This is today's price action. I'll take you all the way into the close. This is what, around 11 o'clock. S&P start picking up some major action to the downside, and had two big moves down, and I want to show you those moves, how the system picked it up. But so this is today S&P. So let's concentrate on this. Let's don't even look at the algo right now, and let's concentrate on this first. Let's take a look at the methodology. Why is the algo doing what it's doing? All right, and then you're going to understand how you can set your parameters in and be effective with the system. The trend box is considered one of the most unique things that I've ever developed, because now I know when potential speed's coming in the market, and now I know a major leading heads up. Unlike retracements by themselves, when I had the Fibonacci dots, they didn't really tell you when speed in the market's coming. And so what the trend box does is say, hey, we got speed coming in the market on this specific time frame. I want to look for the first retracement to get involved to have a high probability trade. And that's why this indicator is one of the best indicators, if not, it is the best indicator I've ever developed, ever. Because what it's doing is, it's not like the sim dots where they give you sometimes support or resistance. It's not like market profile where it gives support and resistance, but you don't know exactly when to pull the trigger or when speed's coming in the market. This will tell you when speed is coming in the market. It actually looks at, this is order flow trading, and it will actually let you know ahead of time if the market is ready for a retracement trade. And here's how we do it. So I got red and green boxes. There's green boxes, there are red boxes. Here's a big move down into here, we'll put this over here real quick. So let's take a look at this setup, and I'll go over the algo in a second also. The methodology is very simple. If you have more than 4 closed candles, whether it be closed red or closed green, inside of a closed trend box, that's when this box actually closes, then you are into a, blow it up a little more so you can see it, then you are into a consolidation mode. So I call that consolidation before continuation. So this is called consolidation. All right, that's not telling you speed's coming in the market, because more than 4 closed candles. So this is consolidation before continuation, all right? So you consolidate, oops, let me get this here. Consolidate before the continuation. Now what we can do is, yeah, I'm going to show you on the retracement, so Cameron, on how to set this up. Well, let me go through this. So what you want to do is you want to see consolidation before continuation. So, and you want to look for boxes that are less than 4 candles. Now, in this type of environment, it's been like this since November, really. This is 9 Simrenko. If you get a 1 candle close, if it's a 1 candle close, you got potential major speed coming in the market. Okay? So one candle close indicates major possible speed coming to the market. And this works on universal on all time frames. So it doesn't matter what time frames you trade. It just gives you a heads up that, hey, I got speed coming in the market. I'm trying to break out a consolidation into a continuation trade. So if I see a one candle close, one's the best one you're going to get. And we have a lot of traders and members in the room that love to see a one candle close and then see it a full retracement for continuation, especially if your larger time frame is setting up your smaller time frames, which I'll show you how that works. So once this happens, once you get a one candle close, my favorite setups on any time frame is a one candle close or a two candle close inside of any trend box on pretty much any time frame. So if you trade, I don't care if it's a large time frame or if it's a real small time frame, you get a one candle close, it typically means that you're getting a real nice possible move in the market. All right, so you can qualify the trade then too. So once we get a one candle close, the market picks up some speed. You can see it picking up speed. That's how it's designed. So we got speed. The second criteria that we want to look at, and this is what you're going to look at in the algo and doing yourself, is down here is you want to see a full retracement. So you want to get above this 90% right there. So we want to get above a full retracement. Once you get above 90%, you want the candles to turn green because we're not counter trend traders. We're going to go with the trend. Green, green, green. Here's your red reversal bar. And you can use market delta for a negative market delta if you want. Remember, I got a trend filter built into the Simrico bars. So with the system is accurate the way it is with the speed bars, just a red close on a bar is suffice enough to enter the trade. So that red candle close is an entry right there, okay, on the S&P. So once it is entered, your stop loss is 2 ticks above the swing high. And I'm going to show you how you can alter this on the, you can really change your parameters all you want. This is just my basic way how to do it, and I'll show you how the algo works. So that is a full retracement entry. Then we have a speed bar again. You can see here, we have a speed bar that comes in right here. Remember, 1 and 2 candle closes are my best. It's going from consolidation, a lot of candles, into speed. This works really good on the S&P. And Earl, congratulations, man. He's just been cranking out the ticks in the S&P. I mean, with this setup. So nice job, man. So send me his totals have been pretty incredible. So, but it's a 2 candle close. There's a 2 candle close. You want to come up to a full retracement. So here we are. We got to come above 90%. And then you look for a red reversal bar. Is that a 2 or 3 candle close box? This is a 2. If it straddles, it doesn't count. If it straddles the line, it doesn't count, Frank. 2 candle close. Yep. But as long as you get 4 or less, I like 1 or 2 is the best. So then you get what? You get speed in the market, and here you go again. Once again, this is just a standard retracement trade right here, retracement trade, and then it got a retracement trade over here. As we move along, we get marked up. The market marks itself up, and now I want to show you this right here because Cameron said this right here. Watch. This is a transition. You see how it had 3 candle close on a speed bar? 1, 2, 3. That's not 2, so we never had really speed in the market. So, but if it's a 1 candle, like Cameron was saying earlier, 1 candle, if it closes a red trend box, the trade is nullified. You don't take it. So then we go back to our second phase down on the S&P. Let me bring my arrow over here. So now here's the second phase down. We have a 2 candle close after a consolidation bar. This is a counter trend trade, all counter trend traders. Green, 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 green. Once you get a 2 candle speed bar, candle close, there it is. 1, 2. These don't count, they're straddling it, so it's 1, 2. Once you see that, what you want to do is look for a full retracement. We do not get a full retracement down here yet until right here. There's your full retracement above 90%. Green, 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 counter trend traders. Red close would be the red close of your bar, and then you got your setup. Speed bar comes in. This is my favorite setup, especially on the S&P on this time frame. If you see one candle closes on the S&P on the 9 Simrenko, remember this is the 9 Simrenko. If you see one candle closes, it typically means that puppy's ready to move. All right. And then we have a full retracement again. There's your full retracement. Gets to 90%. Green, green, green. Right there's your arrow. There we go again. So now the opposite, if you go on the upside, is the opposite. If you see speed coming in to the opposite side, right here, you see a speed bar came in on the upside, 2 candle close, full retracement. It catches the corrective waves pretty good. Right, there you go. So that's the basics for our trading. Now, if you want to trade a smaller time frame, it doesn't matter. So this is the smallest time frame that we like to use. This is, I believe, is a 3 Simrenko. Here's a 3 Simrenko. So if you really want small stops, a 3 Simrenko by itself is around an 11 tick stop on average. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you, Dave. I'll show you those in a second. So what you want to do is the 3 Sim is the same type of methodology, because if I see it go from consolidation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, a lot of candles there, a lot of candles here, a lot of candles here. 2 candle close right here, especially when it breaks the symmetry dots that our traders have. If I see this, if I see speed going through my symmetry dots, that indicates that you possibly got a major breakdown or breakout, especially after it's consolidated 1, 2, 3, or 4 boxes, more than 4 candles. Remember, this is consolidation. I don't care if it's green or red together. That's consolidation before continuation. That's why these trend boxes are very, very neat. It's consolidation before continuation. All right, so the same concept applies though. So what we want to try to do is we want to do what? There's speed in the market. Speed. We're getting some good speed. Look at that. 2 candle close, 2 candle close, 2 candle close, 2 candle close. 4 back-to-back boxes. 2, 2, 2, 2. Break and support on symmetry from consolidation. We're setting up for a nice trade. We need a full retracement all the way to 90%. We get it this afternoon. There's your full retracement. Green bar, negative market delta was actually right there at the high. And then you got to push down again. And then push, 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 push. We get a full retracement again. And you get another sell setup after the full retracement on the 3 Sim on the S&P. Negative market delta happened there. Then we have another one. So you can see it works on, it doesn't matter what time frame you use. I like the 9 and 3 the best together. The 9 and 3 are the best two together that work really well, because the 9 gives me a big scope of trend. And when the speed bar comes on, if the speed bar, and here's a technique you can use, and you use this on the algo too. Watch this. If I see the speed bar come in on the 9 right here, let's say a 9 prints here. A speed bar prints right here on the 9, a 1 candle close. This is on the larger time frame. If I see a speed bar print on the 9, then I want to jump down to 3 and look for the first retracement. First retracement up, we should be good to go right there. Because the 9 is showing speed, and it should really bring the market lower. Okay? So same way in the afternoon, same thing happened. Big consolidation bar. I love these consolidation bars. This is consolidation before continuation, and there's our speed bar right here. 2 candle close. We need a full retracement. So you get the idea. It's the same type of setup, because if you don't know how this works, how we trade this in the room by seeing these charts, because you can stay, all you guys can stay in the room and watch how this trades the next couple days on Thursday and Friday, and you'll see what I'm talking about in the S&P and crude oil. We are keeping the S&P and crude oil all year. We removed gold for one reason. The market's so whippy right now that the S&P never used to be this volatile. But now, since the environment we're in with zero interest rates, with the obviously the coronavirus, with crude oil and the metals, and gold trying to break. I mean, you got so many things that are affecting these markets. The S&P is extremely volatile right now, which is great for us because the S&P is the slippage is not as great as it is in gold. Now you can trade gold on your own if you lease the system. You can trade any market on your own. Gasoline, heating oil. I don't care what you do. It's up to you. It works on all markets. But my point is that we're leaving the S&P and crude together because they really work great together in the trading room. So if you like what you see over the next couple of days, just viewing the room, you can view the room by itself and watch the S&P and crude oil. Those two markets are enough volatility per week really to satisfy anybody's appetite. So that's my whole point, is that it works on any time frame. So let's get back to the algo then. So if we go back to the algo then, let's get this smaller time frame off. My point is it works on small time frames and large time frames. So let's go back to our sell setup and let's get next to the algo and let's answer all your questions here real quick. All right, so here's mainly what we're looking at in the trading room. This is in the trading room, what we have in the trading room right now. This was live today in the room. These are the setups. The algo, you can program it how you want to program it based upon your based upon the time frame you want to look at. Now this is a 9 sim. So this is these are all just retracement trades. What I'm getting out to you is without the speed bars connected and without the trend box connected. What I'm showing you right now, I have it set up to take all retracements, full retracements. All right, so it's set up right now to look at full retracements. So all these setups are full retracements. You can qualify these setups even further, which I'm going to show you in a second how to do. I'll briefly explain, and then when I get this out to everybody, we're going to have another members-only conference call. Members-only conference call. Once you have the system, we're going to break this thing down. It's going to take us around 2 hours, but we're going to break this thing down and really go over this. But I'm just giving you the basics what this thing's going to do. So you can tell the algo picked up this move on the 9 sim. Now, here's a way you can do this while you have this in your hands. I told you that if we get speed in the market, that's the best optimal time to look at the market, right? So what I would do if I were you is this. I would set the 9 sim right beside the 9 sim on the algo. I'd set the 5 sim and the 5 sim right next to each other. And the 3 and the 3 right next to each other. The reason I'm saying is this. These arrows are automatically going to come up on target 1, target 2 that you put in, and the trail that you put in. I just got a 15-tick first target, a 15-tick second target, just so you can see the setups, and then a 15-tick stop. You know, you can make any stop you want and see how this works on backtesting, anything you want. I made it real simple just for the purpose of illustration. So what you can do is this. Here's what you can do is you can actually, when you see a 9 sim Renko go with a 1 candle close, and we are moving down, right? A 1 candle close, 2 candle close. That's the most optimal time to look for that you could actually turn the algo on and watch the trade set up. Or you can let it just run all day long and not even turn it on, turn it off. You can just let this run. My point is the best trades are when you get a 1 candle or 2 candle close. Now I'm going to show you how you can do it with the algo, how you could only show trades with that. But if you want to see all retracement trades, that's one way to do it, is just you can put the 9 sim next to the 9 sim. If you get a 1 candle close, that will show you when the optimal entry is based upon the algo, the setup. Once you get a correct candle close, it will put a limit order in of 1 tick below the market or above the market if you're buying above the market, or 1 tick below if you're selling. Or you can do 2 ticks, you can do 3 ticks. I'll show you how to do that. But it will come up automatically, and that way you can get a feel for how it works with the 9 against the 9, the 5 against the 5. So my point is that you can program, I have it programmed out to you to take all retracements. Now I'm going to show you in a second how we can actually, we can narrow the trade down even further. Now if I go down to the 5 sim, I have it taking all the retracements. So in this big move down on the 5 sim, I have every single retracement at these swing highs at a full retracement. It should look as, see, I got the swing high, 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 swing, swing, swing. But I'm going to show you how you can, this is the 5 sim Renko. All right. I'm going to show you how you can take a lot of these out here in a second and only have a couple trades if you want just a couple trades a day. My point is, it's coming out to you, taking every single full retracement. And then you can narrow it down as much as you want. Okay. So that being said, let's break this thing down further. So if we move further on across, we go up, and here now this big move down over here. So it goes up, it catches the counter wave right here. It catches the counter here, counter there long, caught this counter, right? Because it's catching the counters too. That's the counter wave, not a counter, the moving average crossed over. So it's going with the moving average, sorry. So the moving average crossed over, took the first retracement. Then we get back into trend again. All right, so once we get back into trend, we move back, move back over. There's our trend trade at 1436. That's our first one. So this is the viable one as far as in the room. This is how I teach you in the room. This one I teach you in the room. Right? So that's how we do it. Full retracement, 2 candle close, full retracement. It will get these. I'm going to show you why. It gets these extra ones. If you want these extra ones in there, it will get these retracement trades, and I'll show you why. So basically, that's how you can do it. This system is going to come out to you looking for all full retracements. Now you can narrow it down even further. So we know how to trade the system by itself. So when you watch, what I want you to do is when you watch the system trade on the ES or crude oil tomorrow and Friday, watch this. And I'm going to train tomorrow on this again, but watch the full retracements. Full retracements. The easy way to do it is look for a 1 candle close. If you get a 1 candle close on the 9 or 3 sim, look for speed, look for that full retracement, and watch the market. Okay? Watch the market. You should see a nice little move up. Okay? So let's get into the algo. The algo. So like I said, I'm going to show you all 4 retracements. This is the retracement setups on the 9 sim this afternoon, all afternoon from what, 11 to close. These are all the trades. What you can do, and like I said, members only, we'll get this, I'll get this in detail for you. This is showing this right now. What I have, get this out of the way. What I have built in the system where you can actually qualify the trades even more, because remember, this works on all time frames. What I'm getting out to you is just the basic settings of this. You got a 20, 50 moving average. You can use any moving average you want, okay? It's only going to take, right now, with these setups that I just showed you on all those retracement trades that it caught, it's one of these based upon these parameters. It had a 20-50, meaning it's going to go with the 20-50 moving average. It's got an 8-length double stochastic with a 60-40 retracement, so it's catching a lot of retracements. If you don't want as many trades, watch this. So 60-40, watch. Here we go. We turn on 60-40. That means you get above 60 cents, below 40%, you're at a full retracement. According to my other parameters, it's going to do that. If I just change this to and I'll go over this with members and members only. If I go 99.1, I want the market really stretching a retracement. 99.1. Toggle it on. Don't have any trades, do we? Right? So you can find out the retracement level that you want based upon how many trades that you want. And it will automatically fire when you want that retracement. So you can really build your own strategy. That's what I made this for. So let's go back in. Let's put that back in again. And like I said, we'll spend a couple hours with members when we get this out to you on how to do this. But it's really cool that you can make your own strategy. So we'll put that back at 60-40 because it's catching all the retracements. Now, it says look back period. What the look back period is, I have it to 1. The reason I had the look back period to 1 is because I only want it to show when we are at a full retracement at that last bar. I don't want to put, if I put a look back at 10, it could look 10 bars back on a small time frame, and it could have a full retracement 8 bars ago, and it means nothing to me right now. So I like 1 personally. I want real time. I want it to be at a full retracement, 60-40 above or below at that time, or 90-10 or whatever you like to use. 80-20, you get less trades. 90-10 will take a lot less retracements, etc. So that's what that means. You can change that as much as you want. If you look at if you don't want to go with the 20-50, you can change that. If you want to take all counter trend trades and trend trades, just unclick that. I don't suggest doing that. I've always educated with trend, but I made that. A lot of traders, if they see a corrective wave coming up back inside market profile, they'll want to click that and try to get that big move up. So I'll put that in there. It says use cross. If you check use cross, when I showed you all those trades, it did not have this parameter put in, but what that means, if the 20 and 50 cross for the first time, I taught a lot of traders that first retracement is typically a big one, or if the 5200 cross for the first time, that first retracement is usually a big one. You can use that if you want. You can test that if you want. So I put that in there for you. The second double stochastic, if you enable this, let's say you want to trade off of a larger time, you want to set a trade up on the 9 sim. So let's bring the ES over here. I want to show you this. So what that means is this. Oops, yeah. What that means, let's say the 9 sim Renko is here. I'm at a full retracement. This is at the close. I'm at a full retracement right here on the S&P. So I'm at a full retracement, let's say, right there in an uptrend. All right, just crossed over, full retracement. But you don't want to enter off a 9 sim. You want to enter off of a smaller time frame, let's say the 3 sim Renko. What it'll do is it will wait. It will look for the 9 to get below your level that you put in on your full retracement, and then it will check down to a smaller time frame and enter the next full retracement on that smaller time frame. So you can have smaller stops that way by getting into a smaller time frame. So, and I'll go over this fully, like I said, all this stuff. I want to make your head spin, but this thing is so neat. So you just click that, hit lower time frame, and you put a sim Renko, and you can put any sim Renko. So what it would do, if you have a 9 sim Renko up, and you want to go off of 3 sim entries, and you want the 3 sim to take the first 90-10 retracement. Oops, down here, sorry. Take the first 90-10 retracement, just put 8 in there. Then it would do that. It'll look at the 9 sim Renko and the 9 sim Renko. Let's say you want to go above 80-20 first. And then once it gets into that position, then what you can do is let the lower time frame enter your trades. You can do that. What I showed you today does not do that. It's just taking off the time frame that you have. That's a little bit more technical when you get involved with this thing. If you want real small stops, it's really neat how to use. We'll go over that in a conference call. I don't want to confuse you. I did not show you that. That was not in the parameters on all the retracements. I just had a standard retracement that I showed you. So that's something we'll go over, but that's another filter I put in for you. All right, so Momo, what a Momo, if you click Momo, what a momentum trade is that a retracement has to be below a certain moving average. If you're in a hard trend, you want to be above an 8 moving average or a 10 or a 20. That means you're in a hard trend typically. That means when it comes with a buy setup or sell a full retracement, it's above at least that moving average. Traders like that because it's momentum. If you're usually above a 20 moving average, you're typically in a nice rise up or rise down. That's an option you can put in there. Okay, here's a time of day trading. You can put in the algo only trade during that time period. And when you backtest it, you can backtest a certain time period. This is a trend box. Now remember, when I just showed you all these trades a second ago, all these trades right here, I just toggled it on for you, right? All these trades are without all these extra filters that you can apply. So all these trades that caught all these retracements at these swing highs, they're accurate by itself, just by itself, without even any of these filters being applied. By itself, it's catching all these swings. All right, but what I'm showing you can do is you can build your own indicator. Now what we can do is we can actually filter our retracements with the trend boxes. The trend box is right here. You can toggle it on a, all members know that if I have a 3 sim ratio, I use a 9 trend box. If I have a 9 sim ratio, I use a 25 trend box. So let's say we're using a 3 sim ratio. Leave 9 in here, okay? These are your target 1. So I got the trend box clicked on there. Here's target 1. Target 2 you can put in, trailing stop loss. So if you want to put in, let's say, put 12, 134. Then it will trail 34 ticks after that first target's hit. After the first target is hit, it will go break even +1 on the algo. So once you hit the first target, it's breaking +1. If not, it's going to hit the full stop out. This is called stop offset ticks. I have 2 different stops. I have a hard stop you can put in, which I like to use, or you can do above the swing high or above the swing low. So you can, if you want every trade to be above a certain swing, you want 2 ticks above the swing high, just enter 2. Entry, there's a couple orders you can do on the algo. You can do a limit order, or you can do buy the ask or sell the bid. No market orders are in this. What this will do, if you're buying, it'll put a limit order 1 tick above the current price when the algo says to buy, or 1 tick below the market. Okay, if you want 2 ticks in fast markets to get fills, you can do 2. 3 ticks in real fast markets. If you're trading really fast like gold, typically you need to do a 2 or 3 tick limit above or below the market. Same thing. Order cancel bars, that just says if I don't get filled on a limit order, if I don't get filled on a limit order on the algo within X amount of bars, then that tells me that it's just going to cancel the trade. It does it automatically. I don't want to see a retracement trade that's at a full retracement 10 bars later. In other words, you don't want to not get filled on a limit order and the market tank, and then 20 bars later, 10 bars later, you come back up and it fills you. We don't want that. So I put that in to safeguard us. Profit goal, profit loss. The algo shut off. So traders wanted this. Say if you have a $500 goal for the day, the algo will stop trading, and whatever your stop loss is, depending on your risk tolerance. Okay, the delta. What the delta means is you can actually have, after your first trade is entered, you can trail it with delta. What that means is it's going to follow delta as a trail instead of doing a trail up here on your trail. Where's it at? Oops. I added the delta in, a trail right there, added delta, because you can trade, let's say, through a 5 sim ratio and have a 9 delta to get those big long trades. That's what delta means. You can just go in there and put, okay, I'm trading off of a 3 sim, but I want it to trail me off of a 7 delta. In other words, you want to get those big runners. That's what that means. BAP means the best available price. Let's say you don't want to do a limit order. If you click this, it automatically overrides the limit order up here, and it buys the first best available price on the offer, or sells the bid, buys the offer. So here's my speed bar. So once you click the trend box will not work without the speed bar click. So let's say you want speed in here now. Now I showed you all those retracements. Let's say that you only want to look for boxes at our 2 candles. Here's what you got to do. And I think Frank mentions this earlier. Was that a 2 or 3 candle close? It's going to consider the straddle a candle. I mean, not a candle. So you want to go 1 above the candle you want. Okay, so if you only want to get 1 candle closes, you want to put 2 as your speed candle. So you're looking for speed before any retracement. In other words, no trades will come up at all unless you're a 2 candle close. Okay, on this one would be a 1 candle. So, but 2 candle close would be a 3 in there. So that's your speed box. Here's your stop hard ticks. Stop hard ticks. All that means is you can put any hard stop in and it'll stop out. If this is unchecked, it's going to go based upon your ticks. Where are they at? It's going to based upon your ticks, your offset ticks. Okay? So it seems like a lot, but if you just break it down to here to start off, I would do this. That's why I broke it down pretty easy. Uncheck the second one. Uncheck the trend box for right now. Just do a hard. You can even do 20. I like 15, but we'll do 15. And then let's do this because I don't want to stop trading. I'll show you all the trades. So delta, uncheck it. So if I had this thing going right now, uncheck this. This is the basics where you can just get started, right? And then you can filter your trades based upon if you just want a certain amount of speed bars. After you learn how to trade the system, you can start developing your own indicator. That's why we're adding this all by itself and you could just play with it on designing the parameters that you want. If you want the same parameters that I have in the room, you can plug it in the same parameters that I have in the room. Okay, it just doesn't have market profile built into it, and so on. Okay, so we will have a conference call, like I said, on this with members once we get this out to everybody, for members only, and I will go in detail on how this works, and then you guys can hammer me with questions about all that stuff, and we'll at the conference calls. Once we get this out, we'll have once every couple weeks, just so we can understand and traders can talk back and forth about it, and so on. Okay. Yeah, you can use Chart Trader at the same time. You just have to have a different chart set up, David. Just set up a different chart. So what we want to do then is the next couple days, guys and gals, is the next couple days we're going to just stay in the room, and we're going to go over the charts that you see in the room right now. That way you understand how it works. And then when you get the algo, then you're like, okay, I understand the methodology. I understand that this is a speed bar. I want to look for a speed bar. So what I want you to do the next couple of days, watch crude and gold on the 9 sim Renko, in the 3 sim Renko. In other words, watch this here. Let me show you real quick. Let's look at crude oil in the close, on today's close. Here's what you're going to see in the room. And you start understanding this, you're going to do very, very well with the system. Hold on one second. So here's the 3 main charts I show in the room. I have a 9 sim Renko. 9 sim Renko. This is the close of crude. I have a 5 sim Renko right beside it. And then I have a 3 sim Renko. So when you view the room, and it's a lot easier in your own charts because I don't have a lot of room to show you on my screens. So I can't show a lot of markets, but I do show crude oil and gold. And I have them set up the same way, which I'll show you in a second. But what we want to do is this. This is a 9 sim, all right? Your best trades you're going to see and find out are full retracements on the 9 are typically going to be your biggest runs on the 3 and 5. So if I get a full retracement on the 9 after a speed bar, I'm really looking for a move up. So we had a big move up into the close on crude. There's my 2 candle close on the 9 sim. Okay? So there's a 2 candle close on the 9 sim. And red, 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 here's your reversal bar just for the 9 sim by itself. So that's what you want to look at. But if I'm going off a smaller time frame, let's say this. I'll tell you this. This is a neat way I like doing this. And I want you to watch this. So if I see a 2 candle close on my large time frame or a 1 candle close, but I know I don't want to trade off this larger time frame. It's a 9 sim Renko. Your stops are around 22 ticks at the swing low, 2 ticks below the swing low. They're way big. You know, you're risking $220 where you could risk $110 on a 3 sim entry, right? So how can we use a large time frame to get into the smaller time frame when you're watching this in the next couple of days? What you want to do, if I see a 2 candle close on a trend box on the 9 sim, my larger time frame, I want to look for trades off my 5 and 3. I want to look for full retracements. So the full candle close came at 1540. Right, or 1549. So somewhere, where's the candle close at? 1515, sorry. 1515. So 1515, it came in here, so I want to look for a full retracement into the close right here off my small time frame, because my larger time frame did what? That's positive market delta, or wait for a red reversal bar, green bar reversal. This is positive market delta though, and you get a nice trade on the 5 sim. So you can do that with a smaller time frame. So you can let the 9 sim set it up right here, but then look for the first full retracement off the 5 or 3. If I did off the 3 at, what time was that? It started going down below what? 1530. So at 1530, it was at this low, right? So if I see this at this low, that's a low of the 9 sim getting below 10%. So my 3 sim, I want to wait for the first full retracement. Where is that? My first full retracement is not till right here, right? Because this is the low of my 9 sim, and this works very well in all markets. I love this setup because what I'm doing, I'm qualifying the large time frame into a smaller time frame. There's your full retracement, and look at that market move into the close. It happens all the time like this in all markets. It's a beautiful looking setup. Your 9 is actually set up your 3 sim Renko. So what you've done is you qualified a massive trade with a larger time frame off of a small time frame with a small stop. Because what you're doing is you're qualifying when the 9 sim is in an uptrend with the moving averages at a full retracement with a speed bar. That's the key. That's why I'm telling you, on the next couple of days, watch the speed bar off the 9 and the 3 sim Reiko. When the 9 sets it up, the 3 and 5 have a real good continuation move. And you get second shot. You usually get a wave 3 and wave 5 off the 3 sim. Here's a wave 3. Full retracement. Full retracement. Remember this. It's a real neat way to do it. In other words, let me blow this up into the close. This is where the 9 sim bottomed out right here. But see, the 9 sim crossed up. Let's see what time it crossed up. It crossed up on the moving average at 3 o'clock. So at 3 o'clock, it crossed up at 3. So we crossed up at 3 o'clock, right here. 3 o'clock, right there, moving average crossed up. Then the speed bar came in. The speed bar came in on the 9 sim right there. The smaller time frames came with speed bar. Look at the speed bars on the smaller time frames. It confirmed. Speed, 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 full retracement. There we go. All right, then speed bar here, 1 candle close, even on the small time frames, they are lovely. 1 candle close, look for a full retracement. So that's what I want you to look at. Speed bar here, full retracement. All right, watch the 9-3. So when you're in the room, it's going to look like this. 9, 5, and 3. Watch the 9 with the speed bar. Okay? Watch the speed.